Amorim has told Manchester United board that he wants to sign his #1 target now, rather than wait until the summer, with Red Devils boss eager to strengthen.
I think centre forward, you have to have a guy up there that can consistently, regularly score goals. And you look at United's woes in that aspect. I think Gyökeres, a lot of that's my option, obviously. And Amorim's guy, and I think it's the easy option. But you look at the age, 26 years old. He's ready to contribute now. And then I look at a guy like 𝗂𝗏𝗻, or maybe even a guy like 𝘧𝗃𝗍. If you believe in them, maybe it's better for them to kind of develop under Gyökeres. There's not as much pressure to be the main guy at Man United week in, week out, because I think people underestimate how difficult a role that is. So I'd go for Gyökeres.
Yeah, so if you were to bring Gyökeres and, say, 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which United attackers, because some of them would have to go, right, which ones would you be looking to send the other way?
I think 𝘧𝗃𝗍, I don't think it's going to be a long-term solution at Man United.
Giving up on him already?
Well, here's the thing. You're giving up on him or 𝗂𝗏𝗻, because look, I think 𝗂𝗏𝗻 and 𝘧𝗃𝗍 have 6 months under Amorim to convince him that he's their guy to lead the line. I think they have 6 months, because I'm very convinced if neither of them are able to kind of sell themselves in the next 6 months, he'll go in a different direction. He'll look to bring in a centre forward. And when I look at the two of them, they've invested more money into Rasmus 𝗂𝗏𝗻. He's younger. I think while he has his own issues, I think he's more accustomed to the league at this current moment than Joshua 𝘧𝗃𝗍. And also 𝘧𝗃𝗍, I think, under Ten Hag maybe had more of a role to play, but when I look at how Amorim's centre forward tends to play, runs the channels, big, aggressive, physical, that for me speaks more to 𝗂𝗏𝗻 than it does for Joshua 𝘧𝗃𝗍.
Ruben Amorim has told Manchester United board that he wants to sign his #1 target now. Boss eager to strengthen under-firing squad despite limited funds. After United's 2-0 defeat by Newcastle, Amorim indicated that he would not be able to improve his squad this winter, saying, "We don't have that possibility in January." However, according to the Daily Star, the Portuguese has now informed club bosses that acquiring Swedish striker Viktor Gyökeres this month is necessity. A move to Old Trafford would set the club back around £80 million, owing to a release clause in his contract.
He did say that he'd like to have finished the season at Sporting, and it's kind of easy to see why, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. I mean, obviously, going for back-to-back titles in Portugal, they're looking very well placed to do that. They have 3 points clear at the top there. Only PSV have taken any points off them at all this season in terms of the league and the Champions League. We can see here, across all competitions this season, 15 games won out of 16 matches. So it's an incredible record, and 49 goals scored already at this stage of the season. He's definitely leaving a team that he's improved so much beyond measure, really. Obviously, he's won 2 titles with them. And let's not forget, when Man City last went to Sporting in 2022, they won 5-0. So it's a real example of how he's taken them on. And, of course, this man leading from the front, incredible journey Gyökeres has been on. Obviously, he was at Brighton, he had loans at Swansea and then Coventry in the Championship. I remember watching him in the Championship and thinking, this player looks a class apart, really, from the teams he was playing, the players he was playing with. He joined Coventry for £1 million from Brighton and really worked hard in that off-season, building up his physique, and started knocking around Championship defenders, scored 20 goals that season, and since he's gone to Sporting, he's just taken off. 45 goals in 43 matches for them in the Portuguese league. But look at this season, 21 games, this is club and country, 21 games, 27 goals, 4 goals for Sweden. It's just incredible numbers for Gyökeres. £85 million release clause in his contract, Rob. Wonder if anyone might be tempted to put out that huge amount of money for him. There are reports that will go down in the summer, sort of expires to some degree in the summer, so he may be available for a little bit less next summer, but I'm sure he'll have plenty of